As we close, we have just a few final words. And I understand Administrator Shaw has a couple before I begin. Administrator Shaw.
Because I know that Catherine and Dan would never do this on their behalf, I would just like to say a special thank you to our colleagues from the Chicago Council who have worked tirelessly to make today a success, starting with Catherine Bertini, Dan Glickman, Marshall Bouton, Lisa Ekman, and January Zell. So if we could give them a round of applause. And now back to Catherine. We want to thank everybody, certainly for coming and for being here, and certainly on behalf of the teams at USAID and State and the U.S. government, we've been honored to be a part of this with you, Catherine.
Thank you, Raj. Tomorrow we'll watch the G8, or we'll hear about the G8, and the meetings of the 12 heads of state and other advisors talking about agricultural development in Africa. But we know that we together have a strengthened commitment, a cause, really, for agricultural development, for supporting the needs of smallholder farmers. We know that the governments are committed. We know that 48+ major private sector organizations are committed. And we know also from this discussion today that we are all committed to partnerships, to government partnerships, to public-private, civil society partnerships. We know that innovation is key, and we have a new emphasis on that. We know that we can do nothing long-term for sustainability without investment. We know that transparency of actions and of changes required by national law are critical. And we have learned from almost every speaker today that we must listen to governments if we're from the G8, that we must listen to people if we're from any organization whatsoever. And we have learned, and Secretary Clinton said so eloquently, that people starts with women and includes men, girls, and boys when we're talking about people in agriculture. And finally, we learned that this is a whole of society operation. This is not just the agriculture ministry. It's not just the agro-business. It is agriculture. It is food. It is nutrition. It is health. It is industry. It is small business. It is NGOs. It is government. It is foundations. And first and foremost, and most importantly, always, it is farmers. So as we move ahead with this cause in this renewed commitment, we say thank you today. Thank you to the President of the United States and the Presidents of Benin and Tanzania and Ghana and the Prime Minister of Ethiopia. We say thank you to Secretary Clinton, to Administrator Shaw, to the aid ministers who are here, Minister Oda and Minister Mitchell. We say thank you to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation, DuPont, Abbott, Elanco, Land O'Lakes, Monsanto, and Walmart. We say thank you to the World Economic Forum and to our many civil society partners who are here and who partnered on this event today. We thank each of the many fascinating speakers and each of you for listening from your homes, your offices, or here present today. This is a proud day for farmers in Africa and throughout the world. And it's a proud day for Dan Glickman and I and the Chicago Council of Global Affairs. But this is the vision of a couple of key people. It is a vision of the administrator of AID from long before he was the administrator. And it's the vision of Marshall Bouton, the president of the Chicago Council, because it was he who, many years ago, 2005 in fact, said that the Chicago Council is a think tank beyond think tanks when it comes to agriculture. We need to be involved. We're from the heartland. This is the heartland of America, agriculture, but it's also the heartland of the world. And Marshall and his staff, who Raj has thanked, are so incredibly competent, patient, and absolutely excellent. So in addition to to Marshall and Lisa Ekman and January Zell, who Raj named, I'd like those, January and Lisa, to stand, and I want to thank Courtney Ahern, Marjorie Budinsky, Natalie Dobbs, Anna Edwards, George Chiquicos, Diane Gilbert, Melanie Hannon, Josephine Heindel, Betsy Hushik, Chris Juby, Maggie Closen, I hope you all are standing, Sung Lee, Elizabeth Lula, John Mulca, Carrie McAlpin, Tara Gray McLennan, Elisa Miller, Elizabeth Ramborger, Samantha Skinner, Kavita Sood, and Amberine Hussein. And would you all join me to say thank you? Let's all go onward to a great future. Thank you.